I once met a guy who thought being smart was about using big words. One day he confidently said, "Indubitably, my cognition surpasses conventional paradigms." Nobody knew what he meant, including him, but people nodded in awe, and he probably felt like a genius for a solid 5 minutes, until he walked into a glass door. That's when I realized something. Looking smart and actually being smart are two very different things. You can memorize fancy words, quote philosophers, or flex your knowledge about black holes at a first date, not recommended, but real intelligence? That takes work, and sometimes it just makes life harder. So before we begin, let's ask the real question. Do you really want to become smart?
A lot of people treat intelligence like a gym membership. They say they want it, but they don't actually want to put in the effort. Being smart isn't just about knowing big words or quoting philosophers at parties, which, by the way, doesn't make you interesting, just mildly annoying. It's about effort. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to be wrong a lot. And honestly, that's not for everyone. So ask yourself, do you want to be smart just to look cool? Or do you actually want to gain skills that make life better? Will this effort make you happier, or will it just add more pressure? Is intelligence worth it if it turns you into an overthinking, sleep-deprived philosopher who spirals over the meaning of life at 2 a.m.? If after all this you still want to go for it, great. But let's do it right. Here's how you actually get smarter. Without turning into a human encyclopedia nobody wants to talk to. Hey Tarnished, Big Carrion Bro here. Is good to see you again. I was just talking to these ladies about all my stats and my 80 intelligence build. Just turned them crazy. But be prepared. Tarnished, we have some spirits to defeat, so they reveal us the path of intelligence. Grab your sword and let's go for it. Number 1, cultivate curiosity, aka learn to ask why, like a 5-year-old. Smart people don't just accept things as they are, they question them. The trick is to stay curious without being that person who overanalyzes everything. Actually, did you know pizza isn't truly Italian? Ask why things work the way they do. Read random stuff, watch documentaries on topics you normally ignore. The goal isn't to memorize facts, it's to get comfortable with learning. Spend 30 minutes a day diving into something random, like the secret life of octopuses or why medieval surgeons thought leeches were the answer to everything. Number 2, practice critical thinking, or stop believing every headline you see. The internet is a swamp of bad information, and if you don't think critically, you'll drown in it. Being smart doesn't mean knowing everything. It means knowing when someone is full of it. Next time you hear something outrageous, don't just nod along. Squint at it suspiciously. Check different sources. If one article says drinking coffee makes you immortal and another says coffee is killing you, maybe look deeper before you start hoarding espresso beans. Number 3, develop a growth mindset, because nobody likes a know-it-all who never learns. If your response to failure is, well, I guess I suck, then congratulations. You've just given up on ever improving. Smart people aren't just born smart. They learn, they fail, they get better. It's okay to mess up. The key is to actually learn from mistakes instead of repeating them like a glitchy NPC. Instead of saying, I'll never be good at this, try, I suck at this right now, but let's see what happens if I keep going. You'd be surprised how much progress happens when you stop treating every failure like a personal attack. Number 4, engage in mental stimulation, because your brain deserves more than social media doom scrolling. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. And no, arguing on the internet doesn't count as mental exercise. Do things that actually challenge your mind. Play chess, solve puzzles, try learning a new skill like playing an instrument or picking up a new language. Not only will you get smarter, but you'll also become the kind of person who casually drops, yeah, I've been getting into Japanese calligraphy lately, which sounds way cooler than I spent 6 hours on TikTok. Number 5, adopt healthy lifestyle habits, because your brain runs on more than just caffeine and regret. You can have the biggest brain in the world, but if you treat your body like a trash can, it won't work at full capacity. Sleep matters. Exercise matters. Eating something that isn't just instant noodles also matters. Start small. Get enough sleep. Move your body. Maybe eat something green once in a while. No, that doesn't mean artificially green potato chips. Just trust me, your brain will thank you. Final thought, intelligence isn't the goal, it's a side effect. At the end of the day, being smart isn't about impressing people or collecting trivia like Pokemon cards. It's about making better decisions, understanding the world a little more, and maybe, just maybe, realizing that you don't have to take everything at face value. So, if you still want to be smarter, go for it. Just remember, the real flex isn't knowing everything. It's knowing enough to keep learning. Cool Tarnished, hope these visions taught you a thing or two. I will be waiting for you on next video. Until then, stay safe and take care.